Ethan Carter wasn't a rich man. He was a single father, raising his 8-year-old son alone after his wife died suddenly 2 years earlier. During the day, Ethan worked double shifts as a delivery driver. At night, he searched for something that still felt like hope. That's why he bought the farmhouse. It was old, cheap, broken in every way imaginable. But to Ethan, the $15,000 farmhouse was a promise. A quiet place where his son could grow up without sirens, traffic, or fear. The farmhouse sat at the edge of a dying town, surrounded by tall grass and empty fields. Windows cracked. The roof leaked. The power hadn't worked in years. Ethan visited only once a month, slowly fixing things. A plank here, a lock there. Planning to move in someday. One evening, as the sun sank low, Ethan parked his truck and noticed something strange. The front door was open. His heart tightened. He stepped inside carefully. That's when he heard it. A small voice. Shaking, desperate. "Please don't call the police." Ethan turned and saw them. 2 little girls. Identical twins, no older than 10. They stood in the corner of the living room. Clothes worn thin. Faces pale. Holding hands so tightly their knuckles were white. One whispered, "We won't stay long. We just needed somewhere warm." Ethan's mind raced. Strangers in his property. Children. No adults. Every rule told him to call the authorities. But something stopped him. He noticed their shoes drying by the fireplace. A small backpack with bread and canned beans. A blanket folded carefully. Not stolen, but rescued. "Where are your parents?" he asked. The girls looked down. "Our mom left," one said. "Our uncle said we weren't his problem." They had been sleeping in sheds, abandoned cars, moving every night to avoid being noticed. Until they found the farmhouse. Ethan sat down slowly. He thought of his son. How close he'd come to losing everything. He thought of the police lights, the paperwork, the foster system. Instead, he said something unexpected. "Stay, just for tonight." The girls froze. He made soup, gave them clean towels, let them sleep on the only mattress he had. The next morning, Ethan made calls, not to the police, but to a lawyer, a social worker he trusted, and a local church. Months later, the farmhouse had power again, and 3 children ran through the fields now. Laughing, safe. The twins weren't squatting anymore. They were home,